Also, I noticed when I separate this this plate from this other heavy-duty steel ring, that it looked like there's a lot of friction between this plate and this other plate, and so this plate probably needs replaced, because even when I rub the oil off of there, there's still some, looks like some galling or some roughness. It's scored as if this plate's been sliding against that, and it's not really supposed to slide against that. It would normally ride on that bearing race and spin at the same speed as the clutch. I think it's pretty interesting checking out how the oil flows through this thing. Oil comes into this journal from the oil pump on the outside of this drum. It goes into the shaft of into the middle of the drum, really. It'll just come through these splines. There's a gap in the splines, and all the oil has to come through this gap in the splines, and then which just dumps into this area in the middle here of the clutch. And then it appears that it would go through these holes, and through these gaps in the splines and the clutch plates. And then this final pressure plate, it would come through these gaps in the splines into this plate, which was then allowed to go into the inner spring area. And I'm not exactly sure how it flows from there. It looks like it comes back through the center splines, through these smaller holes. See those smaller holes in the inside of this area here, which then go out to the edge. Goes right out to the edge to those plates. I'm not sure how the whole oil circuit works, but with this plate on here, there's not really any way for the oil to get to that bearing. There's no journal or gap for pressurized oil to get to the bearing. So I'm guessing these bearings on these levers, and between the levers and the clutch, those bearings just get oiled from whatever oil splashing around inside the case, I think.